Jack.
Stuart.
Harry.
Guys, I have to admit, I'm a bit of a freak and a big fan of apps. Tell us about the project that you've got on display today.
Okay, so basically we're from Bangor Grammar School and we got a new school building. So not everyone is familiar with how to get around the building. So what we decided to do was we would create an app that lets you choose where you are in the school and what room you want to go to. And then what will happen, it will go through a miles algorithm and it will tell you the quickest way to get to that room. We don't just have that feature, we have other features, like there is a diary which has all the really important dates, because people tend to forget like when they're coming into school, when they're off. There's also a calculator in case you forget your calculator.
Tell us about how you went about designing the app, and obviously did you have to go outside of school to get some assistance in this?
Yeah, so originally we had planned to use a piece of software called Eclipse, and what that allowed us to do is design the app in this piece of software. And a few weeks down the line we realised that this wasn't getting us anywhere, so we visited Kainos in Belfast, and they gave us some advice and some pointers on how we would design it. So we moved to what's known as HTML5, which is like web design and app design. So we used this alongside JavaScript and another piece of software known as CSS. So that's how we designed it.
And is the app now in operation in the school?
It's fully working, so we could, if we wanted to, put it on the market and we could distribute it out throughout the school, or we could put the APK up onto a shared server within the school for kids to download. So if they wanted to, it would work fully.
And how is it being received by your fellow pupils?
A couple of guys have tested it for us and they say it works. It gets them around. They haven't got lost with it yet, so haven't found anyone who hasn't wanted to be where they are.
There's obviously lots of commercial aspects to this and ventures. Where do you take it from here?
I'm not really sure. I'm not really going to be doing this kind of thing later on in life. I think Harry wants to do more of this stuff, so if you want to ask him, I think you should.
If we wanted to, we could continue to develop it. We could add in more features. We could research more into the language, and we could add in a lot more stuff to it, like a point system that uses an online server. But we think with A-levels and stuff, we might just let the thing drop or pick it up later on when we've got a bit more free time.
Tell me about some of the challenges that you've encountered along the way.
Well, I think one of the challenges was really like deciding at the start like what we were going to use, because originally we were going to use, like I said, Eclipse, but that would have constricted us to just Android phones. So one of the challenges was working out how we would keep it like multi-platform so it works on iPhones and things. So we're still tackling that problem. Like we said, we've got to work in design, but the next step really is how we're going to get it on the market and how to work on all the different types of phones.
And teachers and parents, how have they received it?
They haven't really had a look at it, but our teacher who's here with us, he thinks it's a really good idea and he really wants it to be used in the school. So yeah.
I actually think an app for getting us guys around today, around the centre here, would be a great idea as well. Maybe you could take that one forward for us.
Yeah, we'll look into it if we could, but it's problem with our one is it's very set in the rooms you want to be in, and it took quite a lot of time to get it working. So.
And lastly, guys, what do you think you've got out of this project? Not just the project, doing it in school and going out to the company for assistance, but also coming here to the conference itself.
Coming in has given us a lot of confidence in what we can do, because the main reason we started to do this was we wanted to keep our programming skills alive, because not enough guys wanted to do it at A-levels, so the subject was dropped and we weren't allowed to continue it on. So that's why we took up this project, because we wanted to keep the skills alive, show we could still work with it, do something new with the whole idea.
And yourselves, what have you two both got out of the project?
Well, before we came here, we weren't really that confident, but now people have been round and they started talking to us and they've said they actually really like the idea. So we've definitely got a lot more confidence in what we can do and we can continue.
I think overall, I've kind of got an insight into like the world of programming, like visiting Kainos and seeing like that these guys actually like do the stuff that we love doing in school for a living. It's kind of given me really like an insight into like, potentially like future careers. I think that's the main thing for me.
Guys, it's a really exciting product and we wish you all the best with the outcome this week. Take care. Bye-bye.